Rolls-Royce is well known for its crazily luxurious cars. But what else have you known them for? Some might also know Rolls-Royce for the super efficient jet engines. But what else? Did you know that Rolls-Royce was not a car dealer until 1946? Yes. Until 1946, they only dealt with motors chassis. But now they have stepped into the most advanced technological upgrade for creating small nuclear-powered reactors. Let's dive in and see what the most luxurious car brand is up to. SMRs are traded as a possible interim solution to the energy crisis. These are small modular nuclear reactors. Small modular nuclear reactors? As the name sounds, they are smaller than conventional nuclear power plant reactors. This gives you more flexibility when selecting the location, so you can build them where they are most needed or where the infrastructure is already in place. The modular part of SMRs relates not only to scalability, but also to how they are built. The modular design allows many more components to be prefabricated in factories rather than built on site. This enables a kind of series production, which makes the construction of SMRs faster and cheaper. And that is exactly why Rolls-Royce has now taken the next step. As documented by The Telegraph, the company has selected 2 sites in England and 1 in Wales, where the first factory to produce SMR parts could be made. The areas are Sunderland, Teesside, and Deeside. A manufactory will be created at one of the 3 to produce pressure vessels for SMRs. The pressure vessel encases the reactor core and is deemed one of the enormous and most complex components of the SMRs. Rolls-Royce intends to announce the site decision in early 2023. However, they will not go into the final negotiations until they officially talk with the British government. You would need their support to roll out the SMRs. The technology is still under investigation by UK regulators. Rolls-Royce plans to build 30 SMRs. Each should have an output of 470 megawatts. That would be enough for about 1 million households. For comparison, the active nuclear power plants in Great Britain currently generate between 1,185 and 1,364 megawatts of power. The construction of the new manufactory will cost 114 to 230 million euros and create 200 jobs. As per Rolls-Royce, at least 3 new factories will be built to manufacture components for SMRs. The UK Space Agency has decided to continue funding a project by Rolls-Royce to create a small nuclear-powered reactor that could serve as a long-term energy source for lunar bases. The new boost to Rolls-Royce's research pot follows a previous $303,495 USD study funded by the UK Space Agency in 2022. With the new funds, the company hopes to have a demonstration model for a modular micro-reactor ready to deliver to the moon by 2029. In a March 17th press release, Rolls-Royce and the UK Space Agency stated that the micro-reactor program will help to design technology that will furnish the power required for humans to live and function on the moon. The enduring breakdown will focus on 3 essential facets of the micro-reactor: generating heat, transferring that heat, and recycling that heat into functional energy. This creative research by Rolls-Royce could apply the groundwork for powering persistent human presence on the moon, Paul Bate, chief director of the UK Space Agency, stated to the media. There is also the case of outfitting the micro-reactor to work in the lunar environment. Presently, a majority of space voyage is powered by solar energy. A nuclear power source authorizes more versatility in missions and less dependence on the sun, making a noteworthy influence across numerous nations, meeting the exceptional need for clean energy. The market for clean energy has formed a global market for our SMR as nations look for ways to deliver dependable ways to achieve net zero. The SMR has been developed in direct response to that massive global challenge, and their ambitions are set to liken that global demand as we build a world-class global product. Our factory-built model is entirely scalable. As demand advances, we invest in further factories using the same design and management systems for all our SMRs. Rolls-Royce SMR will support international efforts to decarbonize energy systems, with a forecast to target 250 billion euros of exports. Memorandums of understanding are in place with Turkey, Estonia, and the Czech Republic. The Rolls-Royce SMR program is foretold to make 40,000 regional UK jobs by 2050 and yield 52 billion pounds in economic honor. The tight footprint expands site flexibility and maximizes possible plant areas, including replacing existing gas-fired or coal plants. To assist Rolls-Royce scientists and engineers, the company has partnered with the University of Bangor, the University of Oxford, the University of Sheffield's Advanced Manufacturing Research Centre, the University of Brighton, and Nuclear AMRC. Alliances like this between British industry, the UK Space Agency, and government are enabling to create of jobs across our €16 billion space tech sector and support secure the UK persists to be a major force in backcountry science. George Freeman, Minister of State at the Department of Science, Innovation and Technology, stated in the press release, "An admiringly competitive head of always-on clean energy, meeting global challenges in a reasonable and investable way. Rolls-Royce SMR is a low-cost clean energy solution, utilizing established and commercially public technology to provide a fully integrated, factory-built nuclear power plant. They can revolutionize how nuclear power gets furnished with a rigorous focus on modularization and maximizing the work performed under factory conditions. Rolls-Royce SMR will employ the breadth of the UK supply chain, which can donate more than 80% of each SMR by value, focusing on standardized, commercially known, and off-the-shelf segments. Rolls-Royce SMR will push away from the high-cost and high-risk complicated building program principles into predictable factory-built items. About 90% of manufacturing and assembly stirs are harbored in factory conditions, aiding in maintaining an extremely high-quality product, reducing on-site disruption and supporting global rollout. Will this be an innovation that is going to take Rolls-Royce to the next big step? Or will this hurt the Rolls-Royce standards? Comment below if you think Rolls-Royce should have been in this project. Until then, adios.